Look, I be feeling trippy off a perk. Dirty. Shorty feeling on me cause I'm next. Baby. Couple niggas, bitches in my text. Baby. I be shooting movies that get vexed. Got a couple movies of my ass. Baby. I ain't in the gym, I'm still on flex. Fucking my bitch, roll down, do like tags. Call on my shooters and tell them. If a shorty bad enough, she get a pass. Fly to Miami for some ass. Put in Gucci, Louis, teach you class.
Hold on.
If a bitch enough, she never gas. Pick up on the throat and she swallow it. I told her put her drinks on the tab. Then I double tap and I follow. I be feeling trippy off a perk. Dirty. Shorty feeling on me cause I'm next. Baby. Couple niggas, bitches in my text. Baby. I be shooting movies that get vexed. Got a couple movies of my ass. Baby. I ain't in the jam, so fucking my bitch, roll down, do like tag.
Yo, what up, baby? Yo, man.
What's going on?
You know what? Could you tell the people who you are, what's your name, where you from, before we start this interview up?
It's the FLOSS MARV on the top floor, Don B, checking in, Flossy everywhere. I don't know what the fuck going on. Listen, I'm the FLOSS MARV, I'm from the Floss. I'm Haitian, of course. I was born in Haiti, but I've been on the floor since 07.
You were born in Haiti?
Yeah, I was born in Haiti.
Don't say Port-au-Prince.
No, Lil Ghana.
Little guy, yeah.
I went to school in Port-au-Prince, but I was born in Lil Ghana.
Port-au-Prince is like the city, right?
Yeah, it's the capital. It's the capital.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, when these earthquakes and all that stuff happen, sidebar, it happens in Port-au-Prince or something like that? It happens all over, obviously.
That whole side, Port-au-Prince, Lil Ghana, everywhere was hit. Like, it was all across the country.
Okay,
Like,
when last you been back to, when last was you in Haiti?
2016.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, 2016.
Oh, so basically you wasn't rapping at that time?
Nah. I only started rapping like a year and a half ago. Like, literally, I never done music, anything ever in my life.
A year and a half?
And
Then you getting all this buzz?
I mean, I'm a student. I'm a great student. I study the game and I see what's working and what's not working, and I find what I could bring myself into it, and I just run with that, you know. I always like loved music. I have a lot of friends that are rappers, and I contributed a lot, whether it was my support, me making like fan pages for them, or just being on every video, helping them coordinate. I was very involved in the music industry, so that helped me like get a step ahead. And when I started, I had a lot of people who were great mentors to me as well, to help me get there faster than the normal person who don't know anyone at all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're Haitian, right? And your name is FLOSS MARV.
FLOSS MARV, yeah.
That's like a Haitian type of French, type of name. So your name is inspired by, Creole Haitian?
Yeah, it's definitely inspired by my heritage, and also one of my best friends. I call him my brother because that's how close we were, J.R. Flossy. That's why we used to call him J.R. Flossy, because he used to be flossing all the time with money and everything. I added that to my name, Marv, FLOSS MARV. That's why I put together the name FLOSS MARV, so that I will always have him close to me, and also any Haitian that see my name, they'll know.
When you say
that
has been close to you, is he still around?
Nah. He
died?
passed away. Yeah, the song My Brother, that was about him. That's why I wrote that song about.
Yeah, I definitely seen that. We're gonna get that song going on in the later on. You know what I'm saying? Show some love to the deceased. RIP to everybody who passed away. We gotta start this senseless gun violence. It's horrible. You know what I'm saying? We're just out here. You know one thing I don't like about this culture? I hate about this culture. We're the only ones fighting each other.
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna go to a rock and roll concert and see two bands. Oh, it's up, it's beef. You're not gonna go to a Texas rodeo. You know what I'm saying? With cowboy hats.
They'll have a little riot, but they're not killing each other.
No, and the
they
riot,
don't hate each other.
It's really to happen. And I say that on say it does happen, the amount of stuff that happens, Rolling Loud, this, that. It's like you guys can't wait to see each other, to kill each other, and that's what's making all the money. People killing each other, violence, mix up. It's like, you know, these labels.
It's trendy. It creates buzz.
So basically, what I want to say is, if you could make a buzz without the nonsense,
absolutely,
you're lit. So you guys out there getting lit off of drama, pulling your camera out, doing nonsense. Niggas don't care. They just want to see y'all act up. I don't even know why they give these people deals.
It's entertaining.
But why do you get a deal off of hip hop music, off of doing nonsense or being entertaining and not your craft?
So nowadays, I would say what I've seen, I've had executive meetings. I've had meetings with people who could put me in great position, but I have not been placed in those positions because I don't have the buzz, and they don't feel like I have the numbers. But I have the talent. I have the music.
You have the buzz.
According to their level, they feel like I'm not there yet.
Yeah, but you would not be here if you didn't have any buzz.
Exactly. So, but they're looking for a certain type of characteristics from those artists. Once you fit in there, you have a little beef. You have about 1 million views on YouTube. Let's sign him.
That's hard.
Let's sign him because we know people will be paying attention to him. I don't know if you know this, but a lot of time, any little rapper that's coming up, they get arrested. Like within the first 3 months, they get arrested with a gun charge out of nowhere. All of them.
Wow.
Yo, this person was stopped today, gun charge. That person was stopped today, gun charge.
I agree with you.
I'm like, there's something fishy going on in there. I'm not really in the industry yet, but I know something is going on. I don't know what it is. Can't pinpoint it yet, but something is going on.
I noticed that. And you know what? Seeing that, I just noticed that from this conversation we're having here. It's crazy. It's mind-boggling. Like, we need to change the narrative. You know, you got these YouTubers coming on here on talk. Y'all giving these YouTubers something to talk about. How about we just start with you first? I'm not saying. Matter of fact, I heard a lot of your music. I don't really hear too much killing, shooting, and all that stuff in your music. And I feel like you could be that guy to change the narrative. You know what I'm saying? You know how? By everybody promoting you, everybody looking at you because you have good music. Why don't everybody promote you in your opinion? Why everybody's not gravitating towards you?
I'm not really trying to beef with nobody. Like, I'm not dissing people in my
That's
songs.
why people's like,
I'm trying to make I'm trying to make really good music where it doesn't matter what part of the country you listen to my music from.
Mm-hmm.
You listening to Flex, you're gonna vibe because it's a vibe. You know what I'm trying to create is a different avenue. I'm not trying to follow the trend or go this person and that person in order to get some buzz. Mm-hmm. That's not my way at all. I'm a true artist. I'm trying to make good music to last a very long time. Like, I released a song a year ago, and then I went back and listened to it. I'm like, yo, this song is actually aging well because it's not like it's completely irrelevant. Because if you diss somebody on the track, a year later, 2 years later, that track doesn't really matter anymore if that beef is not going on, no longer happening. So if you have a really good song, something that everybody could enjoy, that music could last 10, 15 years or forever. That's why you have royalties and all that shit going on, because your music lived for a lifetime, not a short 3 months.
Longevity.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's what
it's
I'm
kind of like 50 Cent, Mariah Carey, and all these guys who have longevity music. Okay, so what is your plans on changing the narrative? Because you seem so positive. I noticed, like I said earlier, a couple minutes ago, you don't seem like a drill rapper. You don't seem like, you know, a clout chasing type of rapper. You don't seem like one of those guys who want to get lit off of drama and mediocre music.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Well, like, my goal, at the end of the day, I see a black man in front of me. That's first thing first. I see another black man. So before all the affiliations, before I get violent, it's like, yo, that's another black person in front of me. That's a black mother that made a black son or a black daughter.
Yeah.
So why do I have to always initiate violence? Like it just doesn't make sense to me. I would love to negotiate and talk because at the end of the day.
So that's how you're gonna change the narrative.
Yeah,
we're talking about music, like
music wise. I want to talk about my experience, like the struggles that I've been through, in the life that I'm living now, how I came up. You feel me? So I'm not trying to diss nobody. I'm not trying to be on extremely violent music because that's putting out negative energy. When you put out negative energy, you attract negative energy. Mm-hmm. They say opposite attract, but not in that case. You put out negative energy, saying negative things all the time, then negative things are gonna find you eventually.
I agree, but how about this? You can be positive, living in the black, predominant black neighborhood, which is, let's use Brooklyn. You can be positive, but you're in a violent culture. How do you separate yourself from getting into mix up and being in that type of culture?
You gotta move different. Like,
tell people.
I'm outside, but I'm outside getting money. Like, my first initiative is to make money. My first initiative is not to be violent. Yo, I'm outside ready to. Nah, I'm outside trying to get money. That's. It's like we all could get along. We may not like each other. We may not, but if we can respect each other and get money, then we don't have to be friends. We could get together, do business. You go about your way, I go about my way. Why does it have to be I have to kill you so you stop getting money and I'm the only one getting money? Why does it have to be that way? If you look at how the motorcycle gangs organize with each other, they have different charters, but although they may get violent sometimes, but that's not the main initiative. The main initiative is to get money and grow. And that's what we have to think about as blacks. No matter what set you from, whatever you banging, we could do business with each other and coexist. There's enough money for all of us.
Let's talk about Canarsie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you said you just started rapping. Let's round it off to 2 years. Okay? So, there are different parts of Canarsie. You have the 100 clocks.
Mm-hmm.
You have the 80s. They're going to be mad when I say the 80 clocks. And I'm only saying the 80 clocks, so they be like, down to you 80s now. So I'm a poke at them. I love the 80s so much. But anyway, let me stop bothering the 80s. But I have a nice joke with the 80s. Just when they want to poke at me, I got some. That's a sidebar. But anyway, you have the 100 clocks. You have the 80s. You have the 50 clocks. You have the 90s. You have 90s in Farragut. And you have the 70s, you have so much parts, and a lot of people don't know. Everybody feel like Canarsie is just one thing.
It's real segregated.
It's no, not in a bad way.
No, not in a bad
villages.
way. Yeah, it's different villages that we get along.
Yes.
We identified by
the
different
Indians.
Yeah.
The Indians. One day I went to the projects about 15 years ago, and matter of fact, my friend brought me R.P. Raleigh say, yo, Don P, let me show you something. I'm like, nigga, what you gonna show me in the fucking project? He's like, we're gonna go to the top floor, I'm gonna show you something. I'm like, damn, this thing gonna throw me off the roof or something? I don't know. Nah, but it was a very good friend, R.P. Raleigh. He brought me up to the projects, to the last floor. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Brookline, shout out to Bayview, okay? Shout out to Brookline, shout out to Bayview Projects. He brought me to the top of Brookline Projects, and he said, Don P, look, what do you see? I didn't see nothing. You know what I saw? I saw trees. He broke it down to me, R.P. Raleigh. He said, the Indians was out here. That's why they named Canarsie High School Chief Canarsie, some shit, whatever they named it. And when you look at it, on the top is straight forest. But when you come down, you see the houses, the buildings, everything. And I'm like, he just broke it down to me so good, I really can't explain it, but it's like, yo, that shit looked like a village, forest, the whole Canarsie. He like, yo, it's different parts. Over here. So now, I say that to say this. How do you maneuver with people beefing with each other from different sides of villages and not make people mad?
See, I would say, I'm from 82nd. That's where I grew up, 82nd. Yeah. And but most of the people that I hung with were from the Paddingtons.
Mm-hmm.
Shout
out to the Paddingtons.
Yeah, shout out to the Ford. Shout out to
I forgot about the Paddingtons.
P14 is where it's at. But I went to Build to See. So a lot of the other kids from like the 80s, the 90s. They went to a lot of them went to buildings.
Yeah, definitely.
Like a lot of people went to buildings.
Shout out to 211. A lot of 100 clock guys went to 211.
Yeah.
A segment of few went to the ability.
So I would say I got along with those people. Well, when I first got here, I got here in 7th grade.
Okay.
I didn't speak English, so I would say, yeah, I didn't speak English in the 7th grade. Like my first and the 2nd grade, 7th grade, I only knew how to count from 1 to 9. Horrible. But
it's amazing.
so I stuck with the Haitians for the most part. So I would say I had a different experience compared to the Black Americans that were born here. I was an immigrant, so I was kind of like excluded from what was going on for a long time until like I caught up with my English. Then I started mangling with the Black Americans, because for the most part I stuck with the Haitians because we spoke the same language, of course.
As you should.
Yeah, so I would say most of my peoples are from the Patigats and whoever was on 82nd and lower, 80 and then the Patigats.
So you didn't have that issue as far as rapping. I'm talking about your 2 years of rapping.
Yeah, so right now it's kind of like iffy getting like starting to mingle with the people from the, I would say from the 90s. A few people have received me well. There are a few people I've reached out to. They didn't really reach out to me.
Because you're affiliates or something?
Yeah. Because of my affiliate, I'm Hoover. So
You're what? You're in the gang?
Yes.
Okay.
So
What
because
gang is that? Is that red, blue, orange, purple?
Orange.
Orange?
Yeah.
Hoover's orange?
Yeah.
What is that, Crip?
Yeah. Crip.
Wow, that's
But
is that
it's like,
old school? Is that like, because they have something called UK?
Nah, I mean we're like we've been here from the beginning. I feel like Hoover's not like super popular in New York. It's like you're moving or you get straight. Like that's the two most popular Crip sets. But Hoover, there's a lot of Hoovers in New York. Like,
Let's sidetrack real quick.
Yeah.
So you're in a gang.
Yeah.
What age did you turn into that gang?
Like 20. I'm
How old-
26.
You're 26, so you've been in the gang for 6 years.
Yeah.
So did you, how do you get in a gang and what happened? Well, tell us your story as far as you getting into that gang.
I wouldn't want to call it a gang. I call it a brotherhood, because it's people that's ready to protect you, people who cares for you. It's not all about, like, I think when people look at gangs, they look at it in a negative perspective. It's just a bunch of men who cares about each other, and if you mess with one, you mess with all of them. That's all it is. So it's all about a brotherhood. I would say that I got with my brothers because a lot of people in my family, that's the brotherhood that they are affiliated with. So it's kind of like automatic, pretty much. I'm not gonna go to hang with a whole other side because I would be a stranger in that group.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I would say my brotherhood, they're very supportive. They support my music, push me. Like since day one, once I started with my music. Okay. But other than that, I don't want people to look at gangs in a negative connotation. It's a brotherhood. I wanna change the name. Like it's a brotherhood. Yeah, change the narrative. It's a bunch of men ready to protect each other no matter the cost. That's all it is. Okay. That's all it is.
All right. So moving forward, you know, I've been seeing your music portfolio, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I like a lot of your music. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
And this is why I reached out to you. You know what I'm saying? I noticed one of the things. This is not the main thing, but this is one of the things that I noticed. You got a song with OP from Canarsie, right? And you know, I want to go over that song real quick. Then I want to talk about it. This is it right here. Let's hear this song from you and OP real quick. OP's from Canarsie. That's a big collab that you did. You know what I'm saying?
And he been working.
FLOSS, MARV.
Shout out to OP.
Shout out to OP. Wow.
FLOSS I was born in the jungle. I'm always ready to rumble. Fly like a bee, but I stank like a lion. Fucking with me, them niggas is dying, them niggas be lying. Mamas be crying, bullets be flying. I come to the block and I just let it spray. Get on your knees, call them God better pray. Give a fuck what they say, I'm on call every day. Get you kill any day. Look, them niggas know I'm the realest. Flossy niggas, yeah, they know we the chillest. Couple niggas that I cross on my hitters. Whole lot of homies got me on their playlist. Look, I know you really when I say this. Bitch, I'm the shit, I'm always lit. Let's take a flick, we'll sit on the gram and let them all hate. Look, I need what's to give and I'm bringing my fist. Chop on your roof, make a move, you get hit. Look, niggas be friending me, I know they friend of me. You not a friend of me. You're not a friend of me. I got my back and I keep it a stack while I'm counting these stacks. While I'm spinning these facts, they hate this is rap, got a hit running back. If she bet, she get clapped.
I like the video. Wow, it looks expensive.
I am swerving the seat. 26 time on the street. Hopping in jet like I'm neat. These niggas can't.
So how did you meet OP?
One of my bros, FMCP, shout out to FMCP. He's close to OP. He knows OP.
Yeah.
They have a relationship, so he reached out to him like, yo, bro, one of my bros that rap want to do a song with you. He's like, yo, let's work. And from there, we started talking, got a price, got a contract, got it signed, and then I did my part, sent it to him. He did his part, sent it back, and then I shot the video.
Wow.
I shot the first part by myself, and then he came to New York. We shot the second part together, like right here.
Oh wow.
Linked up in the
Diamonds on me, be glistening. When I'm real nigga talk, you listen. Look, baby, when I talk, you listen. Welcome to the floors we gifted. All my drip costs expensive. No, it costs a bag. Neiman Marcus know we running up in sacks. If I spend a bag, no, I get it back.
Wow.
Back.
Okay, OP. Shout out to OP.
Shout out to OP. Been
Wow.
putting in work for the longest. I would say like OG rappers in the floors. Like if you look at his early work, he been doing this, and that's why when it came to the investment, it was totally worth it. This is somebody who's been putting in the work. This is an example of longevity. This is an example of stay down until you come up.
Okay.
And he's up right now.
Definitely. Shout out to OP. I'm not gonna lie. OP, I'm gonna get my interview, but he's just so busy back and forth to Dubai and Africa and stuff like that. No, for real. This guy, he travels a lot. And you were able to, get a verse from him. That's a good move. So you actually, you were rapping for 2 years, and then when did you start getting collabs? When did you start doing collabs? I feel like you need a collab.
I would say like closer to the 1 year mark, because when I released my first project, I was like, I don't want it to just only be me. I want a few features on there. So I have Lido Chiha on my song project.
Okay.
He's part of the Fours. I had Tate Copen. He's a big artist. And then OP, because with the energy that I had on this song, I was like, yo, he'll be the person to match my energy on that song, because I'm like up here with energy, and we know how OP gets on the track. So I was like, yo, this is the perfect person. But there's a lot of other Flossy artists that I really want to work with, like Spaz Floss.
Oh, shout out to Spaz Floss.
Yo, hey those like man, he's somebody that I shout out in a lot of my interviews, because I really love his music genuinely. Like if I was just a fan, I would be just a fan of Spaz Floss stuff. Exactly. So I reached out to him. We had a conversation. So my next project, I'm definitely gonna have Spaz on there, like guaranteed.
Okay.
There's a lot of other Flossy artists that I
like. Cool. Let's talk about them.
I'll say Spaz, Mercy Porter.
I was about to bring up Mercy. I'm just waiting for you.
Curly Sav.
What part of Canarsie Flossy is Curly Sav from? Just being curious. People want to know.
I don't know exactly, but he hangs out with OP.
Okay. So
I don't know exactly. I don't know him personally. But shout out to Curly Sav. I love my money in colors. Double OK with umbrellas.
Actually,
I know they hate their lovers. Like, I'm really a fan of his music. That's one thing I'm not afraid of, to be a fan of another artist's music. Like, I'm a fan. Fuck it, I'm a fan. I'm gonna repost that shit and so on. You know what I mean? Like, I have, like, my ego don't exist in this industry. Like, I show love. If I love your music genuinely, I'm gonna show love. If I like
said,
I won't say much.
so if someone said, "Hey, I don't want you to do a collab with OP," before you did it, what would you do?
I tell them I'm my own man. I have to do what I gotta do for my business. This is my. I love music, but at the same time, I'm investing a lot of money into this. So eventually, I have to get that money back. It could be in 2, 3, 4 years, but I have to. This is my business. You have to respect it. But prior to me getting the collab with OP, I talked to the people that I had to talk to, and it was a goal. It was like, yo, we're not gonna hold you back from doing the things that you gotta do to advance. Which is why it's all about a brotherhood. Your brotherhood don't hold you back and give you restrictions. They let you do business with who you gotta do business with, and that's what's important. You know, fuck the politics. Let's get money.
Okay, so you're from Canarsie, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about your top 5 artists
From the floss.
from Floss, and don't hold back. It's okay.
All right. Top 5. Number 1 is Pop Smoke. First of all.
Nice, I like that.
Number 1 is Pop Smoke. I would say he's one of the influencers that give me the encouragement to start doing music, because it was like, yo, this is somebody here that's really doing his thing. And one of my goals was to be able to get a collab with him. I met him once in the liquor store right next to TD Bank. You know where the TD is, right? You know the TD I'm talking about, right in that
About
liquor
a
store.
police station?
Huh?
Which one about a police station? Where?
Nah,
TV by
K and L. It's on L.
Oh, okay.
You go
okay.
on L and Rockaway. L and Rockaway.
Okay,
There's
so
a
that's
right
when
there.
you met Pop Smoke.
Yeah, I met Pop Smoke there. I have the video on my Instagram if you look at it. But yeah, yo was going, baby, welcome to the party. That's when Welcome to the Party was buzzing.
Mm.
You know, like he was getting bookings and everything. That's when I started
Why
rapping.
you didn't ask him for collab?
I don't ask
It was
for
too much?
things. Yeah, I don't ask for things.
Ask
because-
OP for a collab.
Yeah, that's different. That's
Why is
different.
that
It's
different?
kind of like I already had the setting ready for OP to come in. I didn't know where I was going as the artist yet. To know where, okay, I want Pop on this song right here. I already had the song ready. I'm like, yo, I want OP on this song right here. You know? But Pop Smoke is number 1.
Curly is number 2?
Yeah, Curly.
How about we don't do no
Okay, it doesn't
structure?
matter. I just give 5.
But if you want to do structure, let's do structure.
I don't even want to do structure. I don't want to
You
do
just
structure.
did it. Do it.
Okay, I'll do.
I want to let people know that you're doing structure.
Yeah, I'll do Pop.
So Pop is first. Who's
Yeah.
number 2? Top 5 in Canarsie.
Yeah, I'll do Pop. Curly.
Curly's your number 2 artist in
my
Canarsie.
number 2.
So Curly Sav, if you see this, you're gonna tag him. He needs to give you a verse.
Yeah.
Cause you're his Pop Smoke is his
Because
artist.
if you look at my most listening, it's Pop Smoke then Curly. Like
wow.
from last year.
So does Curly
Yeah.
even know you alive?
No.
He doesn't know you
I don't know
exist.
him personally. Like I
Wow.
said, I don't have a
Okay,
problem
so you're
being
gonna
a
tag-
fan
Okay.
of an artist. If you're doing good music and I like it.
So Curly Sav is your top
Yeah.
2 artists.
Yeah.
All right, continue.
And then
He's gonna give you a collab after this.
I hope so. I definitely work with him. We got Pop, Curly. I'll put OP.
OP.
Yeah, and then Spaz. And the 5th one, it's mixy. The 5th one is
Hold
it's
up.
kind of tough.
Pop, Curly, OP, Spaz. Excuse me. Spaz Flossie.
Spaz Floss.
I'm drinking Henny. Sorry guys. I might dribble somewhere here. Excuse me. Spaz Flossie. One more. And who's the last one?
The last one is tough between.
Just say it. Between
I go with Danny.
Danny Hundreds.
I go with Danny.
Top 5.
Yeah, I go with Danny. And the Floss. We go
So
with
let's
the
do
Floss.
6. Let's see who you had. Who would be number 6?
Ross Swish.
Ross Swish.
Yeah.
Is Ross Swish from Canarsie Floss?
So he wasn't born in the Floss.
Yeah.
He moved to the Floss later on.
Oh yeah.
So he's
Shout out to Ross
definitely
Swish.
he's sectioned in the Floss. He was next to
I mean,
Pop
I know that.
and
You don't gotta
everything.
tell me that. I know
He's
that.
Swish. So I enjoy his music as well. But I'm talking about my personal top 6. This is not like the official top 6, just to not get it confused. But those are, I would say, the top 6 that I listen to. I will go to their music in that order: Pop, Curly, OP. There's a song that OP got with Curly that I go back to called Roadrunner. That song is a hit. I think they should go back and do a video for that song. Like, I love that song, but it's old, like from 2017 or 2016.
So next question, what separates you? You know, because I understand every artist has to, you know that they have peers. You understand what I'm saying? So, what separates you from all these artists? Because a lot of artists, they don't care about their peers. They just care about self. You know what I'm saying? They're out here to suck blood and just take over and fake like they want to work with each other. But I don't get that from you. So seeing that you know you have peers, how do you work around that? What separates you from them, and why do you feel like, I know you feel like you're better than everybody, which is okay. What separates you from these other artists in Canarsie?
I don't have an ego. I share, like I said, I don't have a problem being somebody's fan. If your music is good, it's good music. Why would I hate on good music?
Yeah, well, what separates you? Why are you better than these other artists?
Why I'm first of all,
you didn't say that. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
what I know.
first of all, I'm Haitian. I got a different drive. I came from real poverty, where you might only have rice to eat for the day. You don't have you don't have money to buy meat or beans or anything. You feel me? Or there will be some days where you don't have money to go to the fucking market. You have to go to the farm and figure out what do you have on your trees today, what do you have on your farm today to feed. I raise cows, chickens, and then goats and shit like that. Like, I came from real poverty. So to see somebody with a green card, with a social security number, that was like golden for us. Like, any of us in Haiti, like, we want whatever anybody in America have, that security card, that social security number, we paid thousands for it. Like, at the time that I came to America, it cost about 10 to 15,000. Now it's about 20 to 35,000. It depends on whoever you're making the deal with. In order to get a visa, it costs bands to get a visa. So my hunger is just different. It's different. Like, I'm very grateful for where I am right now in life. Like, the life that I'm living is the life that I used to dream about when I was in Haiti. But now that I'm in America, my standards have changed. I'm looking to build generational wealth. Like, my kids, I want them to take my money and multiply it. And I have to leave them something, a few houses, a couple millions in the bank account by the time that I die. I want to make sure my mom is able to retire, my dad is able to be able to retire. I want to pay my brother's college. I want to pay the college loans for a lot of my friends. You feel me? That's my goal. So my hunger is different. That separates me from a lot of the artists. In my experience, the things that I have to share with people, I feel like they're gonna be able to relate with me a lot more, especially the Haitian community.
Okay, so
you have a big Haitian community.
Okay, so your drive, I understand, the people understand that your drive is stronger.
Mm-hmm.
What about your lyrics, your music? What separates your music and your lyrics from these guys?
My music is international. It doesn't matter where you're from, white, black, Asian, yellow. If you listen to my shit, you're going to be able to enjoy it. The subject that I talk about. I feel like a lot of artists, you ask them to make a song and don't diss nobody on it, you might hear crickets. Or you listen to all of the songs, they're dissing a lot of people in the whole song. So I don't focus on that. I focus on being a true artist and making good music. And that's what I've been able to do with tracks like Gotta Go, My Brother, talking about my experience relating to people. Like, you want to make a song that you listen to it, you damn near almost cry because you lost somebody.
Do you have a song like that?
Yes, My Brother. Anybody who listens to My Brother, they like, yo, bro, I felt that.
Let's get that on right now. How about that? So tell the people about this song.
Yeah, My Brother is about my brother Gerald FLOSS. He passed away due to gun violence a few years ago, and when I heard that beat, it just took me to the good times that we had. So based on this, it's not exactly what happened, but this is based on the true story. I really lost somebody.
Okay.
And a lot of gun violence been happening lately. I felt like this song would relate to a lot of people. A lot of people have lost somebody. If you look in the last year and a half, a A lot of people posting a lot of RIPs, RIP my brother, RIP my cousin, RIP this.
Someone posted them.
Exactly.
So this video, this guy is reenacting. What's his name?
Huh? J.R. Flossie?
The guy. Up here we go. Look up. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Oh wow. So that happened to your boy?
Shit, come on.
What's his name? R.I.P. who?
J.R. Flossie.
R.I.P. J.R. Flossie. Shout out to the guy who acted in the
Well, that's my real brother.
Your real brother?
Yeah.
Amazing. So that was my brother, right?
Yeah, my brother. And also my videos, like, I go crazy for my videos. I got 6 videos out.
Very
If you don't
animated,
like one,
very
you're gonna like the other. But they're well planned, organized, storyline, quality, everything is pre-planned. As you can see, the way I coordinate with you, that's how I coordinate with my videographer and everybody that I have showing up to my videos. I send out big group texts a month ahead, a week ahead, the day before, making sure people are on point to show up on time and get things done. Like, I'm really treating my artwork real serious. So when I do get a deal, when I do get into a higher position, I'm able to be professional with others. What happens is sometimes people get signed, they're not showing up to their videos, they're not showing up to the studio on time, they're not being professional. That professionalism, I'm already practicing it. I'm treating myself like I'm already signed. So when I do get signed, I already know how to play my part to become more successful.
Okay, so let me ask you a question, right? I know this is a wild question, and you know this is why people tell me, Don, you should get into media. They just love my spontaneous. They just love it. Yeah, because you like brace myself. Right? So I'm gonna ask you a question. I need you to answer it. It's okay. In the industry, mainstream, what artists do you disagree with? Like you just don't like how they move.
I don't like how they move.
Yeah, mainstream only, not
Mainstream.
underground. I wouldn't do you like that. Mainstream. You just I don't like that.
I don't like how Kodak move.
Nice. You don't like
I
how
don't like
Kodak
how
move?
Kodak
What's
move
the issue? What is it?
I feel like he's at the level where he should elevate and move on to.
And he's Creole, just like you.
He's Haitian, just like me.
Wow. So you don't like how at the moment he's just going
I
back
love his
to
music. I love his music. I don't like how he move off the music, like in real life. Like I feel like he's at the level where he should really elevate, because when you get that type of money, you need to elevate and start doing bigger and better things.
Okay.
You can't go back and still doing the same activities you was doing when you was 13, 14, hanging around the same environment, because you are a bag now. You are providing for a lot of people. Like, this is no longer about you. This is bigger than you. So you have to move different so that you protect the money that you're providing to protect the people that you're providing for. And that's why I wish Kodak would like leave Florida, visit Florida only when he has to perform for business only. He could donate to his hood just like he usually do, but be out of there so that he could become a mature person and elevate. You can't be that same person you was 10 years ago. I think that's where a lot of people get stuck. They get signed, they get the money, but they still trying to be on the block with everybody, trying to hang out. Like, no, you have to let go of that and move up and continue to elevate and elevate. Like, you don't see Jay-Z in the hood trying to look cool.
I know. No, you're right. And
So you have to boss up.
I agree with you, but Jay-Z is at the age to where he had so much time to know what the hell he wants to do.
I know. I
You know
I absolutely know that.
So let's use someone else, in my opinion.
I-
We'll fight opinions.
Even okay,
Let's
let's
use
talk about
someone
Lil
younger.
Baby. Lil Baby. Lil Baby.
Little Baby.
Lil Baby.
And he's still in the hood?
Young Tug give Lil
Young
Baby
Thug.
money.
Young Thug. Let's use Young Thug. Oh, okay, cool.
Give Lil Baby money to stay out the hood.
Yeah, okay.
Like once you in the public eyes, you can no longer be doing the same activities when you didn't have the cameras on you.
I like your
You
mindset.
will get caught up.
I
Like
love
it's
your mindset,
guaranteed. Don't think that you slick, you so smart.
So what do you think about
Nothing.
Lil Durk going back to Chicago?
Even Lil Durk smarting up in the last year. That's why you saw him in the baseball
His
stadium.
whole team is getting locked up.
And guess
King
what?
Von died. What do you?
I mean,
what are your
Lil Durk's
perspectives on
story
that?
is a tough story. He lost so many people, man.
Yeah,
And
but he's still going back to the hood. What do you think about that?
He goes to the hood, but I could see the growth. Like he's more family oriented and focusing on his girl and growing his family and providing for his family. And with the recent like breaking into his house, I think it gave him a wake up call. Like a lot of people that you keep around you aren't really for you. They're there as long as you can provide for them. But the minute you're not giving them the same amount of money, they start plotting against
Yeah,
you.
that's normal right there. That's just normal. I don't want to talk about that because that's a never ending story. Let me ask you a question. How do you want your music to influence people?
I want my
As
music,
far as kids and, you know.
I want my music to make people stay focused on wherever they're trying to go in life. You know, I'm chasing my dream. I'm in the process. I'm not perfect. I don't have it all figured out yet. But at the same time, I'm putting out music that people could feel. Like I said, Gotta Go is it's a fun song. You're going out, you're in the car, your friends, you're having fun. Cool. My brother is a wake up call to watch out for your brother more, for you to even watch out for the people that you with, because you just never know who's gonna take you out. I just want people to stay motivated, be vigilant, and just try to enjoy life as best as possible.
Okay, so I know I keep talking about this mainstream artist because, you know, everybody has a dream. Like me, I love Funk Flex. I just started liking DJ Envy off of his sense of humor on Breakfast Club.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But these guys I would love to open up for. What mainstream artists? Give me two of them since I said two hot DJs. What two mainstream artists would you love to open up for? I'm talking about superstars. We're talking about Max Out. If it's Jay-Z, say that.
Nah, it's definitely not Jay-Z.
Nice.
It's Travis.
Travis?
Yeah.
Shout out to Travis. Travis didn't kill those people. Travis didn't know what the fuck
he
going
was
on.
doing his job.
Yeah.
Anything that happened to the people here is up to the event planner, the facility, and everything like that.
Let's stay on
artist
subject.
shows up to perform.
Look,
Everything else is orchestrated by everybody else.
Let me piggyback off of that and stay on subject because the Travis Scott shit is so sensitive, right? And the reason why I say I want to stay on subject is because Travis did millions of shows to where the same thing is going on and nobody died. So how do people know that he was looking in the crowd and he saw that same activity that happened at 10,000 other shows?
There's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like unless they have your two eyes to see your point of view, they can't tell. They can tell that he actually saw exactly what was going on in the crowd. You know, I feel like
if you see someone getting raped in the crowd, not even saying it like that, you be like, and then you're gonna stop the fucking shit. It's my shit. You know what I'm saying?
I think people don't understand what it's like to be on that stage.
Yeah, they don't.
To be able to read the crowd, and people are so
of
quick
people.
to switch up on people nowadays, bro.
You got a group of people right here saying, "Hey, someone dying. The ambulance is here."
Yo,
it's just
I just say this. I saw this in the Tupac movie. His mother told him like, "Yo, they will make you." And also give you the tools to destroy yourself. The same people who's hyping you up will be the same people to be like, fuck Travis, fuck this person, fuck that person. So be careful. Love the fame, but at the end of the day, those people don't really love you. The minute you're not convenient to them no more, they'll throw you away and focus on the new guy. So don't get caught up in the fame at all.
Okay, so
that shit
Travis,
can be taken away like this.
I respect that. So
Travis,
who else?
I'd love to open up for Travis and Drake.
Drake.
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming.
That's I know that's like reaching, but those are like two people that I truly look up to and that's relevant at the moment.
Okay, so last question before we wrap this up. What is your suggestion for upcoming artists? Because I noticed that, you've been in the game for 2 years and you took all the right steps. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of artists don't know what to do. What do you suggest for artists, up and coming artists?
First thing first, find your home studio.
Yeah, I say that too. Wow.
Find your
Man.
home studio. Find your official engineer. After engineer, find your official producer. Focus on building a team around you. People who will show up to every video, show up to every interview with you. Focus on networking with different DJs. It doesn't have to be one DJ. You could be friends with a lot of DJs because those DJs are attending different parties.
Yeah,
so if all of them are playing, you might have your song played at 5 different
parties.
So
why DJs can't mess with other artists?
Yeah, like it's kind of like this is my official.
But
DJ.
you guys could mess with 1,000 DJs, but we can't mess with a 1,000 artists. Why is that?
What you do doesn't affect me. You definitely could have 10, 15, whatever artists that. If anything, if I'm on your team, I support those artists as well. Like I'm all about teamwork. I'm all about collaborating and putting our bread together and push it. Like I'll say this in this interview. If you're an artist, you could put up 1 to 2 bands and do a collab with me, and we put 1 to 2 bands behind that song and push it as far as possible. Holla at me, because that's the type of timing I'm on. I don't care who you are, what you do. If you have that money and we could create a marketing scheme to push that song, then let's do it. That's the type of timing I'm on. So if your DJ got another artist, don't be jealous. Support the artist. Support your DJ because your DJ still gotta get paid. Unless you're paying his all bills, you can't limit your DJ to just you. It just doesn't make sense.
I don't understand that shit. These niggas is poor. You niggas is poor. Y'all don't have enough money to have one DJ.
Exactly. Wait till you become that artist. Then you could give your DJ 200, 300, 400K a year to only focus on you.
Yeah, and
then it makes sense
that.
for that DJ. You're not there yet.
Stop it.
You on the rise. You on the rise. You
Stop
gotta
capping
be humble.
for these pussies. Not even these bitches. You're capping to get pussy. You're capping for this, and you're getting jealous. Stop it.
Nah, leave your ego to the side.
Okay, let's wrap this up. Tell the people where they can find you, and
listen, you can find me on Instagram, LaFloss Marv, LEFLOSS Follow my Twitter, LaFloss Marv. Follow my Facebook fan page, LaFloss Marv. My Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal. I'm on all streaming platforms. If you go on Google, you type LaFloss Marv, you're gonna find a long resume because I've been doing my work, working towards getting verified on Instagram. I got multiple articles written about me. I got 6 videos out. I got multiple songs on. Also on Spotify, I do Spotify Jewels. So I have a lot of releases that's only on Spotify. So follow me on Spotify, follow me on SoundCloud, LaFloss Marv. Everything is LaFloss Marv. So I really appreciate if you made it to the end of this interview. Drop a comment. You're officially on the top floor with Don P. Alright. Big shout out to Don P for having me. Like, we met at my first show ever. My first show ever.
Yeah, I did it too.
Yeah, we met and
shout out to Bruce.
Yeah, shout out to Bruce. Shout out to Black Coin Entertainment. Yeah, shout out to Black Coin Entertainment.
Shout out Black Coin. Shout out
I'll never forget that opportunity. That's like my first time that I was able to perform. You know, I've done shows after that, but that was my first show. You never forget your first show. You never forget the people that was there.
And I shut it down. Didn't I shut it down for you?
Oh, you killed it.
I shut down every show.
Come on.
I'm tired of you niggas going to these niggas shows and y'all looking mad boring. Look like y'all ain't wash y'all face. Y'all look dirty. They look dirty, bro.
Yeah,
They look dirty. Y'all Y'all just going to these DJ shows. Y'all looking dirty. Y'all ain't looking good. Y'all people's not coming out. Even if people's coming, all them looking dirty. Y'all need to fucking fix yourself up.
Yeah, be professional.
Stop just doing shows. Oh, I got a showcase. Posting on the gram, looking corny.
Yeah, I'm not. You see, I'm actually quite selective with my showcases. I'm not doing every showcase that come my way.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna be selective. And
shit is annoying.
Stop doing mad shows. Mad shows don't mean you're gonna make it. Do shows with enough space in between to know that your people will make the time to come out. Because if you have a show every week, your friends can make the time to come out every single week.
No.
But if you have a show every 2 months, then you could tell them ahead of time.
Twice
or
a
even
month,
a
not
month.
even every 2 months. You're a good guy. Once a month show, even if you have a show once a week, right? Make sure you don't look dirty.
Yeah.
Don't come to the show with
Get
your
the
hoodie
drip.
on. You don't got no shape up.
Get the drip. Get the drip. Get the
Even
drip.
if you got the drip, make sure it's turned up. And if it's not, don't post it. I don't want to see no whack shows. Shout out to all my artists doing this thing. All right, we're gonna wrap this up. DJ Don P. Find me on Instagram, New York Floss, DJ Don P3, and Canarsie _Flossy. I got 3 pages. Shout out to my dude Dex, the real Canarsie Flossy. You know what it is. Free my boy Fire. You know what it is. Doing a little palm stuff. You know what it is. Shout out to my dude Fresh. You know what it is. Shout out to the GT Posse. Shout out to the Haitian Posse. Shout out to the Trini Posse Beijing. You know what it is. We out here. Woo. Clock thing. You know that 100 clocks. What about Booski? Alright, wrap that up.